In today's courtroom moment, we're watching what happens when so-called sovereign citizen beliefs collide with reality. A defendant who once denied his own legal identity now stands before the judge, accepting responsibility, pleading guilty, and finally confronting the consequences of choices that only made things worse.
Chance to discuss this matter with my client. He's prepared this morning to waive his final hearing and enter a plea of guilty to the violations, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Hobbs?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your plea to those charges?
Yes.
Guilty?
Guilty, yes.
All right. All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What do you want to tell me?
Well, first, I'd like to thank you for pointing out the mental health issues and having me go to signature. They came and reached out to me, and they got me signed up for when I get released out of here, so I'm still going to continue that issue right there. I want to say thanks to Dave. He was, you know what I'm saying, it's sorry to put him in this situation because he was helping me out as much as possible, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to be able to get back to my family. Luckily, my mother just got out the hospital last week, so that's a good thing. She's still dealing with her chemo. And, you know, it's a process. I thought I was doing a little bit of progress, so I'm just going to try to stick with it and just move forward.
Well, when you say move forward, how are you going to move forward?
Well, right now, you know,
You're in for 2 more months, right, on the Cuyahoga case?
correct.
Okay.
You know, and even down there, I had some certificates. They didn't let me bring my paperwork with me, but even down there on my own, I did 12 steps, PTSD, mental health. I did some criminal law, business. I got certificates for all that. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, you know, trying to, you know, I got to get to the real world to really put the practice in. But I got to, you know what I'm saying, I got to figure this out. So, you know, with a little bit of cushion where I can still be able to, you know what I'm saying, make mistakes, because I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. There's going to be some things I'm going to do wrong. There's going to be some things I'm going to do right. And I got to put all that together and come out with a better me. So it's just things, it's just steps, and it's just levels to it that I'm going to take myself through so I can be able to get out there and, you know, never see no courtrooms or, you know what I'm saying, and deal with my mental health and things like that, because a lot of people around me don't understand mental health like I didn't understand. So I got to educate the people around me to even find out, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on and get used to medication and stuff like that and just.
So what happened at Signature that they discharged you?
Well, actually, Signature came up here and seen me, and they was she said
Came
she
to
didn't,
the Cuyahoga jail or over here?
over here.
Okay.
I didn't
so-
call them or nothing. They
All
just
right,
came on their own.
But in May, they discharged you. Why did they discharge you? Were you not showing up?
I mean, sometimes I ain't show up some of the times, but I was still going. I still got, that's my primary care doctor. I still got a psychiatrist there I go see. I still do Zoom for mental health lady, and then there's a caseworker there. So,
Okay, hold on a minute. Dave, what does it say about, do you have anything from Signature as to why they discharged you?
So I spoke with Audrey Kirschmeyer on August 15th. He had not attended any sessions since May 15th and only made it to 1 or 2 ILP sessions. Was also suspended from the Signature Health Transportation Program because he no-showed when rides came to get him. So they
Okay,
terminated
well,
him.
why was that, Ken?
well, in August, they had put a warrant out for me. So I didn't see him none in August, and you know, September I was in prison.
Cuyahoga put a warrant out for you?
Yeah, they put a warrant out for me, and
Okay,
that's because they said they sent me a notice to come to court, but I never got the notice.
all
I
right, so,
couldn't-
well, but you got also the positive cocaine test too, right?
correct, yeah.
Okay, so why were you doing, I mean, if you have, I'm trying to speak to you logically now, okay?
Right.
Were you on mental health meds through Signature?
Yes,
What?
Zoloft.
Which meds?
Zoloft, Trazodone, like 3 or 4 other meds that they gave me.
Okay, and that was, how long you been on those things?
Since April. I got out here like April, something like that.
Okay. So then why were you using the cocaine when you were on mental health meds?
I think it was maybe some, that I can't explain. Like I didn't, you know, only thing I really used in my life was ecstasy, and ecstasy sometimes would come up as cocaine or.
Well, I don't think it does, okay? It comes up as something completely different.
Right.
Now, you don't know whatever you're taking, you don't have any idea what's in it. so-
Right, yeah.
Okay, but regardless of if you thought you were taking ecstasy, why were you taking ecstasy when you were taking mental health meds at the same time?
Well, I had stopped. I had stopped, but evidently, you know what I'm saying, I still was, because I was thinking it was a Zoloft at first. That's why I put an appeal
Right.
in for Cobb
See,
County.
See,
But
what you
I
tell
take
me,
full accountability for my actions. I'm not trying to.
right, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, except what you're telling me is that
This case is a textbook example of how sovereign citizen-style thinking backfires. The defendant previously refused to acknowledge his own legal name, claiming he was separate from the corporate entity the court had jurisdiction over. The judge makes it clear those arguments didn't protect him. They only dragged a simple traffic stop into years of violations, warrants, and jail time.
you at least have some insight to know that you have mental health issues you gotta deal with.
Right. And that's a learning
Yeah.
curve that I'm going through right now.
What's that?
That's definitely a learning curve. That's
Okay.
like very new to my whole life, my whole culture, everything. So trying to just get used to that and just trying to deal with it. It's a process. I'm trying to just,
It's always a process.
right, I'm trying to progress
So,
without,
but once you make that, once you realize that, and you determine, had you ever been, before this signature health time, had you ever been on mental health medication before?
never. Nobody around me or nothing like that. Like, I got to educate the people around me and let them know like what's going on because I really don't know myself. Like,
Okay,
that's why I was got them certificates down there because I still really don't know. And then,
all right, so when you're taking these mental health meds, they're designed to bring a chemical balance to your brain. That's what
Correct.
they're designed to do. So if you're taking ecstasy or marijuana, okay, or anything else, then you might as well not take the mental health meds because it's going to screw up what that's meant to achieve. And then you're right back where you were because how old are you now?
I'm 47. I'll be 48 in March.
Okay, so
It's overwhelming sometimes. You know, the whole depression thing is definitely new. It's definitely, I appreciate you for even, you the first time in what, 20, 30 years that a judge even said anything like, hey, maybe you got some issues or something like that. So,
okay, because this has been going on for a while, because
Right.
you go back to 95,
correct,
since the beginning of your adulthood, with in and out of courts all the time,
right,
okay? Mostly for drugs, a little bit of weapons.
right.
But
Nothing I'm proud of.
let me ask you this, you got, in Cuyahoga County, was it Pete Corrigan, was he the judge?
Yes, Peter Corrigan.
Okay, so you land in that court on this non-support charge in 2018. And that, I mean, it was a disaster from the standpoint of you showing up or not showing up. And so you violate numerous times with him.
Correct.
And why did he send you to prison? You just had enough of the violations or what?
I was scheduled to get off in October. I didn't like, and then they came up with I think they was kind of upset. I think it was a mixture of everything. They was kind of upset that I challenged that they sent me a court thing, but they never sent me one. I said like,
All right.
so I went and got the UPS record. I went and got post office. They never sent me one, so they gave me another court date. As soon as he got me in the courtroom, he said, "Yeah, I'm keeping you," and then he just like he's not trying to help me or anything like that anymore.
Well, I know him a little bit, and I think the fact that he kept you on there so long with the violations.
I mean, because I was doing a lot of good things. It wasn't all bad. Like,
How much you owe in support?
Well, it was 22,000, and now it's 9,000.
Okay. What do you do for work when you're not tangled up in this stuff?
I do films. You know, I was in a few movies with Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe. I had some commercials with LeBron. I had like a lot of success. Like things just started falling apart. But yeah, I rent equipment.
What movie?
Oh, Dog Eat Dog.
When was that?
That was like 2019, 20, something like that.
Okay.
And then I do like commercials and stuff like that. Like
How do you get that work?
Angela Boheim, she's a casting agent and stuff like that, and she has various Hollywood plugs and local plugs and stuff like that. So I come in and do some camera work in the background if they need it. I do films, I do pictures, I do videos, things like that.
How did you pay down that support from 22 to 9?
Well, I had a shop until recently out there.
So how do you get paid on that? How do you generate income on that?
For videos like a singing video, rap video, commercials, we charge $1,500. For me getting other people jobs, like sometimes I can't do it, so I get like an independent contractor. I get paid like maybe $1,100 to do it, and I get them like $300 to do it. You know what I'm saying? I keep the rest, pay rent.
Who lives there with you?
My mother, I take care of my mother. She has diabetes, lupus, and she has cancer. Then my sister has Down syndrome.
So who's taking care of them now?
Well, that's why I said I'm in good spirits that she just got out the hospital last week. So right now, this caretaker's coming through, and the whole family's pitching in and try to, fill the void that I put the situation in. So that's, that
Okay,
what I mean.
let me ask you this. Do you,
Notice the judge's tone here. This isn't mockery, it's frustration mixed with realism. The court recognizes mental health struggles, substance abuse, and instability, but it also draws a hard line. You can't mix illegal drugs with prescribed medication and expect the system to ignore it. Accountability, not ideology, is what the court responds to.
do you acknowledge that you're Kenneth Hobbs?
Yes.
Okay, because remember back a couple of years ago when you first came here, you were telling me you wouldn't acknowledge you were Kenneth Hobbs, you were the corporate entity of Kenneth Hobbs. What was that all about?
Like I told you, I took some criminal law classes and certificates since I've been down this time, and I'm just like trying to learn the legal system because
Okay.
a lot of times I take accountability, I'm wrong, but a lot of times like I just be thrown in the system because my name been in the system. So, and I just be trying to just find out what's
Because, so that was that sovereign citizen stuff, right? Is that
I don't even know it's
Freeman or stuff like that?
right. I mean, I heard you say that I Googled the stuff like that, but I never took it as that. I didn't know. I don't take no sides with sovereign. I don't have nothing to do with that. It was
Okay,
just me.
but you were kind of playing on the margins on that, weren't you? You were kind of trying
Now
to.
that I
do
know what it is, yeah, like that's what it came out to be. But I was doing it for us, just doing research and stuff like that. And the research was telling me like this is this, this is that. So that's what I was doing on the strength of that, like common law, maritime admiralty law.
It's all bullshit.
Right.
I
You
mean-
told me that last time, and so I haven't been doing it lately. You see, I've been sitting there and letting my lawyer talk and do things like that.
Now, because the reason all this happened, if you really sit in that seat you're in now and look backward, this all started on a traffic stop for like a red light or something, right?
Right.
Okay. And you were going to get a ticket or a warning, I'm not sure what it was, for a red light. You had a license, right?
Right. But I had a warrant for child support.
Okay.
That's why I was
Okay. And this turned into a whole big mess
correct.
over nothing because you were being kind of a jerk at the traffic
That
stop.
I was.
Okay, so all this nonsense about this sovereign citizen crap did nothing
doesn't
for
work.
you except
Right.
cause you a lot of misery over the last 2 years.
Correct.
So if you sit in that seat and you think back and rewind the camera 2 years,
Oh yeah, I would have did a lot of things different.
silly ass shit, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, so you're 47?
47.
Okay. So who's Savannah?
My girl's daughter.
Okay. So tell me your relationship with your girl's daughter, with Savannah.
She's she's just a little. I think she's like 9 or 10. she just, you know, like likes to follow me around and, you know, like ask me little stuff. You know, I do little camera stuff, work. So she like just, you know, she's just a nice little girl. She loves my dog to death. So, you know what I'm saying? I always bring my dog over. We play the dog. So, I mean, she's just.
Where does she live?
They stay on Rockefeller.
Okay.
What's most telling is the defendant's own admission. He openly acknowledges that the sovereign citizen research, common law, admiralty law, name-based loopholes did nothing but create misery. The judge spells it out plainly. This entire legal disaster began with a routine traffic stop that spiraled because of defiance instead of cooperation.
All right, Mr. Watson, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. I know the court is well aware of Mr. Hobbs' history. I know he has some problems, but he's here today, Your Honor, admitting to it. I mean, he's not sidestepped anything, I don't think. I mean, he's telling the court he's used drugs. You know, he's had issues out of Cuyahoga County with the sport. He's trying to own up to everything. He's trying to get this cleared up. As he, in his own words, indicated, he wants to get all of this behind him so he can eventually get back, take care of his family, be with his girlfriend, be with his girlfriend's daughter. Your Honor, I do think there are some positives in his life. I don't know if the court will consider continuing him on community control for any reason. If it won't, Your Honor, he is currently still serving a sentence out of Cuyahoga County till December. I would respectfully ask the court to then consider a minimum sentence in this case, and if it would run it concurrent with the Cuyahoga case, Your Honor. Mr. Hobbs has not played any games this time. I think he's been very straightforward to the court, and I'm going to ask the court to take that into consideration, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to keep you on community control, but I'm going to extend it by a few months. Well, for this time you've been in prison, so it'll terminate, if you make it that far, on 12/27/26.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to report once you get released. What's the expected release date?
December 6th.
Okay, so once you get released, you're going to report. First of all, when you get released, you're going to call Mr. Tompkins immediately.
Yeah.
And then when he tells you what date to report, you report.
Okay.
No drugs or alcohol with the screens. You're to go back to Signature Health and get involved with their dual diagnosis problem for mental health and for drugs and alcohol. Follow those recommendations, complete whatever they tell you. Whatever medication you're prescribed, you're to take it only as it's prescribed.
Okay.
You're to maintain full employment. Is your license still valid or invalid now?
I thought it was still valid, but I don't know
Okay, if
if they
it's not,
suspended for Cuyahoga County or not.
if it's not valid, you need to get it valid. That's one of your conditions. And you're gonna pay the cost and supervision fee. So you appear to be completely different than you were back in, when I sentenced you.
Yeah.
You still got a lot of problems. But at least you're off the sovereign citizen crap.
Right. Thank you.
So, now I imagine that, maybe I won't say that. So, you're at the point where, if you're being truthful with me, okay, that you realize your way hasn't worked in the last 25 years, 30 years. And if that's correct, if that's your realization, then you're either going to make it work or the cycle continues, right?
Right.
Because now this is your second violation here, in addition with all the stuff going on in Cuyahoga. So you, I guess you got to figure out if you want to change what you're doing or you don't want to change what you're doing, okay?
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Tompkins?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Watson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, get it together, Mr. Hobbs.
Thank you.
In the end, the court offers something rare, a final opportunity. Community control continues, treatment is mandated, and the judge emphasizes one hard truth after 25 years in and out of court. The old way clearly didn't work. This case is a powerful reminder. Rejecting the legal system doesn't make you free. It only tightens the cycle you're trying to escape.